I'm ironing my clothes again. I'm getting ready to go out. I don't even understand how my Wi-Fi is working. I think I bought a bundle, but I'm not sure. Don't know how to work it. Feel lost in space with the Wi-Fi. Couldn't do my meditation today. Hopefully I can do it this evening. Maybe I can do it this evening. I recorded it, so maybe I can upload it. I'm not sure. Then I come to this channel, and now we're working. So I'm getting ready to meet my guide again, the same one from Friday, Saturday. No, yesterday was Saturday? Yeah, Saturday. Yesterday was Sunday, so Saturday. The one that took me to Almena Castles to see the ancestors. So, and then I went on a boat ride. Oh my God, my day was my weekend has been so beautiful. I got the video for, so yesterday I went palm wine tapping. OMG, y'all gotta come to the beach house and you gotta do that wine tapping. So far, everything I did has been amazing. I've had like a real live trip. Hey people, tell me if it's clear. I don't even know how we're getting this. I'm not understanding it. I don't know if it's just this time, this hour. I have no idea. Because usually it's not working. So if you could hear me and see me, that would be great. But yes, y'all, I got a video that I'm trying to upload. It's probably going to upload bad because it can't upload because I don't usually have Wi-Fi. It doesn't come clear. So I'll probably just upload when I get back to Accra. But right now I'm in Cape Coast and yeah. So let me talk to you. I was talking to another sister friend who is, well wait, let me just talk about this. So yeah, the Almena Castles, and learn about the fishermen and all the stuff that was just absolutely wonderful. Did amazing, did great. Like I said, just a dope time. That was Saturday. Sunday, wine tapping. That was probably one of the best. I mean, there were so many wonderful things I did in Colombia, other places, but to date, that was one of the most fun, exciting, unexpected. And if we can't do it, we can't do it, and I'm just gonna have to be accepting that the Wi-Fi is not really working. But it was the bomb yesterday, y'all. Wine tapping. It was the bomb. It was palm wine tapping. It was the tree, the palm tree. Oh my God, it was something else. But anyway, I got it all on footage, and I realized I do have a little bit of the boat ride, not me actually doing it, but some pictures from it for the day. And so today, I'm going to go to Cape Coast and hang out, and I'll make sure I get some footage of that. I might go to another castle. I might go to the Cape Coast Castle. I'm thinking about, I want to just have another experience. So I might go to another castle. I know I'm going to go to the I-Town restaurant. There's an I-Town restaurant there, vegetarian vegan restaurant, and I'm going to go to that for sure. And then we're just going to kick it around. And I go to this thing and walk on this canopy so I could be scared to death. Like, well, but what I really am going to do, what I know is I'm going to end the night with horseback riding, a little horseback, 15, 20 minutes they said, of the horseback riding. I'm going to do that, and that's about 4 or 5 this evening. But right now, I'm supposed to be ready in 0 time, which means I'm not going to be ready in that time because the taxi's coming with the guide to go to the next place, which again is Cape Coast. So I'm having a ball tomorrow. I come back home, to Accra, and I'm ready. I'm ready to get back. I'm ready to get to work, and I'm ready to just be happy, just be joyful. It was beautiful. It's just the amount of days. Like I said, 3 to 4 days, especially in a place kind of quiet like this. That's enough. But I've had ocean, I've had sun, and I've had contemplation. So yeah, I was talking to a friend. We were talking about, she's Black American too, living in Ghana. And she is in her 60s. And we were talking about this idea of dating in Ghana. And I was saying, after being older, if I could make a suggestion, if you already got a man and you want to move to Ghana, please bring your man if you're over a certain age. Because you got to understand the culture here. Even the men believe a woman after a certain age, and I'm going to say after 40, is kind of, I don't want to say used up, but like, I don't know if they see her value. Her value is more in, they look at her as almost like she's an old lady or an elder. And even though men still age, if they have a means, any type of means here, whether they're Ghanaian or they're diasporans, they can still get, matter of fact, it's almost like they're right, that they can still get a younger woman. And so, but for a woman, you don't really see that. The woman's position is that she had a lot of kids, and that was her pride and joy. Either she's married still at our age. So I don't know if there's this single 50, 60-year-old Ghanaian woman still looking for love. I mean, it may truly exist because things are so changing and new, but I don't know if that's the overall culture. So even the men you date, they almost feel like you should be happy they want you or something. I don't know. Now, I think that if you are young coming and you haven't had children, especially if you had children, but you could have more, I think you might find dating to be a lot easier. But I think dating that I remember, I've been going a year, is that if we don't feel old, then therefore we're not old, right? So we got in the States this woman looking good for 50, or this woman getting married again, or 60 or 70, even here that a 60 or 70 or 50-year-old, even 40, wants to still have sex or still have a relationship. Because remember, her role, that what they see is their mother. And their mother at that age, no matter how good you look, they might be a little surprised you still look good, but they don't, it's the desirability seems to go down. Again, if they are anybody of means, they can have a young girl, which is still attainable, because in Ghanaian culture, no matter how old, I see like how these Ghanaian older men with these young women still having babies, ain't they tired? Don't they want to chill? No, they. I mean, the book is called Nobility Rights. It's about the rights of passage for Ghanaian girls, and when you truly understand that the greatest thing you could do as a woman is to have children and lots of it, but also as a man to make lots of babies. So think about it. What's the value then of you as a 50 or 60-year-old woman trying to date here? You can't bring forth children. And even though they old, they can still make babies with the young girl. Can't make babies with you. So it's a whole, this dating and here. Now I think a lot of that is changing because diasporans are going to be here. You know, it's funny, I remember I wasn't even, I think, thinking about moving to an African country, but I have some friends in the Gambia that was, and the sister gave me advice. They actually did move. They're married. And she said, bring your own man. Don't you get a man here, bring your own man. So, of course, now what happens is, as an older woman, you don't even know why if you meet somebody. If they're younger or they don't have a lot of money, a lot of times they might be after yours. Because what else could they really want? They can get a young girl, so why else? So yeah, you're from the States. So in the States, if you look good, you feel good. If you feel good, you look good. You know, we don't have that necessarily, you over the hill at 40. And you know, even 50 or 60 to us, I mean, there are black American men, if the woman look good, they'll date her. They say it too. She old, but I date her. They don't have that, maybe that same kind of, you just don't even know. What I will say this is, I mean, the conversation that me and my sister was having, you, if you got if you're a black American and you have a black American man, cherish him, cherish him. That's what I'm gonna say. Cherish him, because you got something. You could have the potential of having something great, especially as you age. Because when you start traveling to other parts of the world, the Asian woman is not as attractive. And some might say that's in the States as well, but I even know young men that really only date older women, and it's not for a sugar mama. So in the States, we're here, I'm not sure if that would be true. And I think that if they could get a young woman out here, in order to get a young woman, you still have to have some means. And if you don't, then that's the ones you might meet, is the ones they can't get a younger woman, although that's what they would prefer. that came here to Ghana and found a man. I would love to meet them if that it was successful. But I know it's a whole bunch of us out here. You're gonna get your respect as an older woman, but you ain't feeling like you old like that. You're not feeling like you some elder. You know, remember we coming from a whole different place where aging is different. What is old is different. It's different, y'all. And the way we extending our ages, it's not here. Here, you get a certain age, you should be happy at 50, you got grandchildren. You should be happy at. I don't think Black Americans are accepting it quite like that. We love our grandbabies, but we don't feel old. So it's an interesting dilemma. Like I said, I would love others to chime in if they can understand where I'm coming from, or maybe even have had some experiences. But I mean, I'll give you an example. I'm going to say a friend of mine. There's an older woman that works at the post office. She's probably in her 60s. Very beautiful, attractive, nice shape, got locks, gray, but she's an older woman. So she was saying the post office was getting ready to close. And so she was saying, look, hurry up, y'all, because I got to, this is what he was telling me. She's like, no, hurry up, y'all, I can't stay late tonight. My husband is hungry, and I got to get home to my husband. And he looked at her and said, well, what's the rush? The best of you is already, he already had the best of you, what's left? He said, and he was telling me this like this was cute. He's like, yeah, she's old, and like, I said, oh, wait, are you talking sexually? You talking, what are you talking? I mean, really, like, so that's just the real deal. Like, for a certain age, probably some would say difficult everywhere. I would say more difficult on the continent. You never know, as an older woman, when I see Ghanaian men with Black American older women, and I see it a lot, my mind is always, what is this? He's good looking, he's young. Not to say she's not, but she looks her age sometimes. I'm not even talking about the Ghanaians with the young-looking Black American women. I'm talking about the ones that look their age. You know, you always wonder, like, what is that really about? So that's my 2 cents, and I know that this reception is horrible. Hey, naturally, very clear. I heard great things of the men in Ghana. Okay. Hello, Miss Racy. Hey, Beverly. Lisa, I will be moving to the Gambia this December. I've been married for 22 years, and now that I'm in my 50s, I want to follow my dreams of living in Africa. My husband does not want to go with me. Oh, guess I'll be this, because everybody's at a different space, a different time in their life. It is time to live for you. And I think that experience of living for you, nobody should ever take that from you, and I think that you have to have it. You may think too, it depends where you are. If you've been married for a long time, sometimes you think, oh, I'll never want to be married again. But you might want to partner up, and you might want to have a relationship. You just don't know. In the beginning, when I first came a year ago, I wasn't even thinking about a relationship. I was like, oh, no, I just got out marriage. Like, I'm good. I just want to, I want to live for me. But now, you do realize that you're not dead yet. And you might want somebody that don't feel dead either. So y'all cannot feel dead together, and you want companionship, and that's where it starts to be, how do you negotiate that? Because even if you say you find men of means, a lot of times, again, they're married, or they still have a status, because they have means, so their choices in a woman is going to be quite different. I'm not going to say that all the time, but I'm telling you what I've seen. So I don't think you should not come. No, a lot of us not looking for love in that way, but you might realize you want it. There might be a time when you realize you want it. I do wish we could bring our men with us. I do think so. I think that there's going to be, you're going to crave your culture. Maybe everybody doesn't, but you will promise me, because it's not like you're not, how do I say, you're going to crave your culture. You're going to need it. It's because they need theirs. It's natural. I've never seen an African come to the States and not be with their own people. Why would they do that? Why? You don't expect them to do it. When you marry one, they're going to have a whole community, committees, dances, this, and you're going to go right along. Matter of fact, you might give up a little bit of yours, or you may maintain yours as well. I think you could live your dreams. I think you should live your dreams. I think you should go where you want to go. I'm just giving you a little 2 cents. Like, that's all I am. And I know it's hard. I realize why people really don't want to hear what I have to say, because it's like I want something and you're telling me I can't have it, and I'm not telling you can't have it. Or somebody said, I heard good things about Ghanaian man. You have? Who did you hear from? I'm curious. I'm not saying they're bad. I want to know what good things you heard. Because men are men are men. And people are people are people. Now add on a culture that's completely different from yours, and then that's where the dynamics come. I think there's good people here, and I think there's bad people here. I definitely think poverty brings desperation. It breeds desperation. And I will care. We all could be mad every time I bring it up. Be careful. If you're a woman that got a check that come in regularly, be careful. If you get in with these young men, especially young men, please listen to me. Be careful. If you're in a place where you're not understanding the whole language and the culture, be careful. Definitely hang out with people that's in your status, but because you think your status was not a status when you left the States, you're going to have a different status here. And it's going to take you a minute to get used to the fact you have the status. Be careful. Yes, the taxi is down here. Okay, I'm coming down. Please come on me right down. Okay. All right, y'all. I would love to hang, but I can't. I gotta go. Tune in on this channel. I tell you just to be careful. That's all I'm saying. Yes. Okay. Guess I'll be okay. Wow, says Beverly. Natural Miss Tracy. Be careful. Why you don't want to hear it? You don't believe me? Why would I lie? The cultural differences are so real. They're so real. You can't even understand it. And it's not bad. I'm staying. Love you, ladies. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you, Omi. Thank you, Lonnie. You're speaking truth. Thank you, Naturally. But you know, that's the only well, a lot of you don't want to hear it because it's like you want to believe that what you're leaving is so bad. If you Black American woman, a Black American man is not a bad thing. If you got one and you love them, bring them with you. That's all I'm saying. Come. If you don't, he don't want to come, you're gonna have to live your life. You're gonna have to live your life. But meditate on it. See if you can get him to come. It's nice to have somebody that can share this with you. And it's nice to have a community. And like I said, if it was I saw Africans come to America and never hook up with them and only engulf themselves in America, I would be but why do they do it? Why wouldn't you have to do it too? It's a call, it's a need, it's for safety, it's for so many reasons. I gotta go, yeah. They waiting for me. Peace and love.